Entire game, the boy gets it down to Ricky O'Toole, left foot kick towards half forward on a long lead. McNamara back on the ground, ducks his head and got a high tackle. Handballed it away quickly towards Keys, still at 50. Can go back towards the corridor looking for Clifford.
Yes, that's a spot to be, Lee.
Just talking off air at half time about Lee Clifford was Laurie to Goldie, saying he just hasn't quite found the spots this afternoon to be in. Well, that was the spot to be in the corridor, 30 metres out from goal. And a chance to put his first goal on the board this afternoon. He comes in pretty close. I think it might have veered away at the end with the 8 of the breeze and through for one behind. So they got a 9-9-63 Corio. Bannockburn 4-7-31 Lex and Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. We've been playing a minute.
So David White now to kick in for Bannockburn. Looking for options. Not a lot of movement. Players running. Now the umpire whistles David White. He kicks it inboard and taken on the halfback flank by, see who that was, picked up by Broome in the middle. Aaron, long kick to half forward. Ruck does well from behind, punches the ball away from Perkins. Perkins started in the back half. I see him in the front half.
Hickleton's in the back line now.
Yeah, so they've thrown them around a bit, Bannockburn, and got an effort to get something going. But the ball is out of bounds. Half forward flank for Bannockburn in this third quarter. Kick to the northern end. Ball thrown in. Tate, lovely tap down, but well, Lindsay falls to the ground as he tries to get the footy. Coming through there was Bolchevic, fairly ordinary handball, but it ended up with Ricky O'Toole. His kick looking for Barry O'Toole in the middle of the ground, and he does well, Rutherford, and could have almost been pinged for holding the footy. Barry O'Toole takes it from underneath him as the umpire whistles for the ball. Still inside the centre square now, just forward of the centre towards Corio's attacking area. Rickett, big punch from the contest there, picked up by Shaw, handball out. Players slipping over there, Wishart, now in the back half, kick off the ground. And gee, what a scrambly passage of play, almost impossible to call. It's under a pack of players. Blow the whistle, umpire, please. And he does. And on the half forward flank for Corio, he will put the ball in the air. So the ball goes up now. Rutherford against Rivet, comes down to, Shaw took a fortnight. Ricky O'Toole picks up, look away handball to Rickett, and on the left foot goes towards the full forward position. Mark not taken, comes to ground, and good work David White, gets it out of the danger area, picked up by Lewis. Lewis now off a step under a bit of pressure, lucky enough to find Aaron Broome. He goes wide. Terrible bounce. Gee whiz, and the players are having some difficulty getting back, but Banks recovers to get back to kick the footy. It lands at half forward flank for Bannockburn, but does a right turn straight over the boundary line. So at the 3-minute mark of the third quarter, no dramatic improvement in the standard of play, I'm afraid. It's pretty scrappy, but the ball comes in once again. Tate over the head of players, picked up for Bannockburn, and kick forward. As the ball picked up there by Rutherford. Kicks long for Bannockburn, picked up by Dwayne Broome on the left foot. Has a pot shot and has missed. So a behind to Dwayne Broome, another behind to Bannockburn. So it's 9-9-63 Corio, 4-8-32 Bannockburn as the ball now brought back into play.
Kicked into Ricky O'Toole, finds Barry O'Toole. On centre wing, commentary box side, takes a bounce, goes to the right foot, kick towards centre half foot on a long lead. Potter puts his hands up, Hickleton, good play, Wishart with a clearing kick, back towards centre wing. The big man, Du Bois, tries to trap it. He can't do so effectively. Tate across there as well. He can't pick it up either. They had the numbers at Corio, but they couldn't pick it up. And now Banks to run away on centre wing. Does well. Right foot kick towards half forward Perkins. Push ruck underneath the footy. Took the mark. Now goes to the right foot kick towards the goal square. Pilgrim and Lang goes up. It was. Now Van Ingen tried to keep it back in. He couldn't do so as it went over the line and through for one behind to Bannockburn. They go to 4-9-33. And they trail Corio 9-9-63. Lex and Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 5 minutes played.
Golo takes the kick in very quickly and finds Ruck at centre half back. Straight down the middle of the ground he's gone, looking for and finding Lindsay. Takes the mark, decides to handball to Ricky O'Toole. Long handball forward to Matty King. took his eyes off the football. Now they've turned it over. Another skill area for Corio, and as Matty Pilgrim finds Ash Perkins on half forward flank. Corio, they're giving Bannockburn plenty of opportunities to get into the game as Perkins chips it forward, looking for and finding Furman. He's chipped it further forward and finds Dwayne Broom on his own inside the forward 50. Chips it over the top. Their players running everywhere, and it's a mark to Bannockburn inside the, well, it's only 30 metres from the goal area. It's not Stephen Gadd, is it, taking a mark up there? So Gadd, well, I guess we've seen him
in the forward line.
Switch into the forward line on previous occasions and has done reasonably well. He's now got a chance to make a name for himself. 45-degree angle, moves in. Nice looking kick off the boot. I think it might have gone to the left of the big timber. So another behind. You know, they're kicking themselves out of it to some degree, Bannockburn. They've had plenty of it. 4-10-34. They trail Corio 9-9-63. Lexus and win them. Third quarter scoreboard, 6 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, of course, they've been forced wide, Eric, and it's very difficult to kick a goal from where Stephen was there, and they've got to try and get in the middle, but they don't want to do that because every time they get in, they turn it over.
Oh, Barry O'Toole, torpedo punt to the middle of the ground. Ruck has got it, tries to handball it away, got slung off the footy. Now Ricky O'Toole, handball back towards Hayes. Over the top of it at centre half back. Have to be careful now, umpire says holding the ball. And it will be a free kick to Bannockburn. And will be Matty Pilgrim with it now. It's outside 50. Not much to kick to at the moment. Van Ingen gives him a lead. Lang's down there as well. Umpire says to Matty Pilgrim, you've got to kick it now. He does, so the lead on from Lewis. Chopped off. Ricky O'Toole sticks the left hand up and takes the mark one-handed. Switches play towards centre wing, looking for Tate on a long lead. Will it sit for him? Yes, it does. In front of Du Bois. Gets a good shepherd from the water boy. Handballs over the top to Barry O'Toole. And he's done the quad. And it will be a free kick to Bannockburn at half back. You'll see Baker coming on for Barry O'Toole. Kick goes back to Lewis. On centre wing, Matty Lewis takes the mark. Switches play back to the middle. It's okay, finds Clinton Shaw unattended. He goes to the right foot, kick out wide on a long lead. Dwayne Broom doesn't sit for him. Bolchevic had it and lost it. Broom gets back to the front, taps it on intelligently towards Shaw. Doesn't sit for him, but he's got some time. He's got Matty Pilgrim in support as well. Handball, set Broom a task again. Kick over the top. Lindsay goes back with a fly to the footy. Can't take the mark. Now over the top of it, Rickett on centre wing. Goes towards half forward, looking for Clifford on a lead. Takes the mark in front of Wishart, 50 metres out from goal. And Potter on a lead, sets it up for him. Hickleton from behind, backs himself and takes the mark. Sam Hickleton inside defensive 50. Oh, could have only been 50 for the throw back from Potter to Hickleton, but it's not. Showed his forward line skills there with the mark in the back line.
Debatable with the mark, I guess from behind. Your man in front might have had some sort of a purchase on it.
So Hickleton from defensive 50 goes to the outer side. Lewis over his head through Gadd's legs on centre wing. King fights hard for it. Now Matty Lewis gets a kick away. Oh, great pick up by Dwayne Broom. Goes back towards centre half forward. Van Ingen on a lead. Takes the mark in front of Hayes. He was nearly away too. Hayes just held him up long enough and he chips the ball over the top to Rutherford. Rutherford takes the mark. 40 metres out from goal.
Well, Cry kicked a few from this spot, so it's probably in a better spot than Stephen Gadd had it, I think.
How much of a loss would Barry O'Toole be?
Well,
I reckon he won't be back on the ground today.
He won't be back for a
Is it
few weeks.
cramp or a quad?
Well, if it's a quad, it'll be a while. Because they're all hard to shake off them.
So Rutherford comes in, right foot kick, high, goes, doesn't make the distance, off hands, falls into the arms of Perkins, and he kicks it, in fact, doesn't even get a score, falls to Gaylard, who gets it away by hand towards Keys. He draws a player and then goes wide with the kick towards the boundary line. Du Bois and Tate can't keep it in. Tate with a rifle look around at where the ball came from. And it will be a boundary throw in between half forward flank and centre wing. Corio 9-9, Bannockburn 4-10, boundary throw in. Tate gets a second chance at it, breaks free, does it himself. Through the middle now, left foot kick towards centre half forward. Potter on a long lead against Hickleton. Potter, great work, did well. And will shoot for goal. He's kicked 4 goals, 1 this afternoon. He plays on quickly, 45 metres out to the goal square. McNamara gives a great shepherd and it's a goal. So Jed Potter has kicked 5 this afternoon. And that's the 10th for Corio. They get a 10-9, 69. They lead Bannockburn 14-34. Lex and Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard. 10 minutes played.
Laurie, it's pretty lacklustre footy when we've gone 10 minutes with the top side against a battling side. Only one goal kicked in the quarter.
Yeah, well, look, they got into the right spot there. Tony got around to his left foot, kicked into the corridor, and Potter was there. And he's got a nice pair of hands. Haven't seen him play before, and he's kicked 5 goals. And probably, I think he's missed a couple, hasn't he? Or missed one anyhow. Maybe another couple he should have kicked. But he's a good-looking player forward for him.
So in the middle again, Tate, clear tap down, Ricky O'Toole overruns it, Lazarick, handball through the corridor, somehow it got into the arms of Ricky O'Toole, and Hickles, who's doing well at centre half back, he drifted into the hole there and took the mark defensively, goes out wide, Aaron Broom takes the mark, over to Banks, along the boundary line, Dwayne Broom attacks the footy, nice handball back into Banks, he's got some pace,
That's holding the ball.
Oh, that's a trip, he said.
Oh, trip. Back behind your mark.
So advantage not paid as Banks, well, it was one of those professional trips, wasn't it? He just tapped him on the ankle, and now, well, there's a good move there by Gale. I guess if you're a defender, you don't pick the footy up and kick it back for them. You make them go and, well, Corio have got the chance now to flood back, which they've done, as the ball is being relayed back to Mark Banks, who's on the half-forward flank. He's outside 50. And we'll bring the ball certainly into the attacking area. Has the lead coming forward there. It's a terrific lead there from
over the shoulder.
Free kick. Well, Lewis has got the free kick, and I didn't really see it from here myself, but the umpires put the whistle on it, and inside 50 now.
This is where they're breaking down though, Eric. They've had the footy out there a lot and there's no one to go to now.
It'd be interesting to have the stats on inside 50s, Laurie, wouldn't it? Because Bannockburn have had it there a few times. There's a long kick there from Lewis. It's rushed through by the Corio defence for another behind. They go to 4 goals, 11 Bannockburn. That's 35. They trail Corio 10-9, 69. Lex to win them third quarter scoreboard, 12 minutes gone.
Ruck kicks in short in the back pocket, gives it to McNamara, who then gives it away to Ricky O'Toole. He gives it to Kane Hayes. Now Hayes chips the ball towards Bolchevic, alone at half-back, takes the mark, plays on quickly. Takes a bounce, Rutherford comes at him, he handballs it back into Ricky O'Toole. Dodges on centre wing, chips the ball towards Tate. Oh, puts a hand up and takes the one-hander, does he? Yes,
yep.
At the umpire. At half-forward. Should be able to get around on that left boot and back into the corridor. He does so now, the left foot kick. High towards Rivet, and Potter there as well. Rivet from the side.
Didn't get off the ground though.
He can't get off the ground, he's too big.
So Rivet's taking the mark, he chips the ball into the goal square, they can raffle it there, 2 of them, and it's Potter.
Ooh.
He's taking the mark on the goal line.
Might be his day today.
I think so, and he kicks the goal. Turns around and just kicks it easily, so goal number 6 for Jed Potter. And the 11th for Corio. They go to 11-9, 75, and they lead Bannockburn 4-11-35. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 13 and a half minutes played.
Well, really, that's sort of scoring a goal when they feel like it, aren't they? Other than that, it's a very lacklustre performance.
Look, I think if we were to interview Ricky, he'd be pretty disappointed the way they're playing. They're not playing with a lot of purpose today. They're spraying the footy around all over the place, and that happens, Eric, against a side that's, Bannockburn are trying hard and they're forcing the ball wide and they're scragging and pushing a bit of pressure on, and that's and your mental attitude's not quite right today, I don't think, with the Corio boys.
They're alternating a few players through the bench as well by the look of things, as Bolchevic had that kick and he's just come off. As the ball goes in the air once again, this time to Boyd, probably first tap out for the day, but Ricky O'Toole reads it well, picks up handball to Lazarick. He, a little bit classy there, Lazarick, and has turned the footy over because it's been picked up by Broom. Driving into half forward, and Lewis, backing back through the pack, has taken the mark almost uncontested, as the man on the mark is about 45 metres from goal. Will take a very good kick, but Lewis can kick the footy as he moves in. Good looking kick off the boot from him. Beautiful kick, straight over the goal umpire's head. That's Lewis's first goal for the day, and it is the 5th for the Bannockburn side. 5-11-41. They trail Corio 11-9-75. Lex to win them third quarter scoreboard. 15 minutes now gone.
Well, there's one thing about the Lewis boys, they've got very good skills, haven't they? They can kick the ball well, they get into the right spots. Matthew's playing quite a good game. His stats at this point is he has had 3 kicks this quarter and 2 handballs. He had 5 kicks in the second quarter and 8 in the first, so it's 17 kicks for the day. It's a pretty good effort.
Wonder why they take him out of the play, Laurie. He's basically a forward pocket at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they've got no one to kick it to. Maybe they might thought that if they get in there, might go straighten up a bit, perhaps.
Back to the middle. Tate got it down. Aaron Broom chopped it off. Goes with a kick out towards centre wing. Furman handball only as far though as Lindsay. Left foot kick around the corner towards half forward. Hickleton reads the play again and taps it down. It's okay. Gives it away to Dwayne Broom. Gets it back to Hickleton. Kick was smothered beautifully by Potter. So doing defensive work as well as attacking work, Jed Potter there, and he sees it out of bounds for a throw-in. 55 out from the Corio goal.
I'm thinking what I see, Sam Hickleton might be a better defender than a forward, I think.
So they might have found something new for Sam Hickleton this afternoon in defence. Tate takes it out of the ruck contest, gets it down towards Gaylard, breaks that tackle, breaks free, goes with a shot for goal, but there was a tackle put on by Aaron Broom just to put him off. Yeah, just at the right time to put him off line and through for 1 behind. They go to 11-10, 76 Corio, and they lead Bannockburn 5-11-41.
Half-time other GDFL games. Anarchy 4-4, Trail Thompson 16-9. Inverleigh 5-5, Trail North Geelong 13-10. East Geelong 8-4, Trail Werribee Central's 10 goals 12. Geelong West 5-12, lead Winchelsea 6-3 and Belpost Hill 11-5, lead Belmont 4-2.
So Bannockburn been mucking around with it the last line of defence here. White got it in the end to Dwayne Broom. He gets it short to Phillips, still inside defensive 50 though. So they haven't gained much. Now he tries to get around Lazarick. Whoops, he can't do that. He loses the football. Now Lazarick does very well and gets a free kick for over the shoulder. And it could have been advantage paid if Jed Potter had kept going the first time, but he didn't. So it'll come back to Rick Lazarick.
He'd be one of the few blokes I'd try to get around, I reckon, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't do that.
You don't do that. He's got vice grips, he's strong.
Handballs it to Ricky O'Toole. Ricky O'Toole from 45 metres out, usually a pretty good kick for distance. He's on this occasion, but accuracy, he has missed to the near side, through for 1 behind.
Give it a good ride, though.
3 behinds for the senior coach this afternoon. They go to 11-77 Corio, and they lead Bannockburn 5-11-41. Lexa Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 17.5 minutes played.
Might have been better off with the advantage to Jed Potter. It looks like it's his day. He was heading to goal.
Yeah.
So yeah. David White now to kick in, kicks to himself, and away he goes. Kicks long now, land outside 50. Contest there. The whistle on play held in the marking contest is Ricky O'Toole. I guess the advantage of playing in front. So outside 50 will take a long kick to get it to the head of the square. That's where it's gone. Well, Rivet pushed forward on that occasion. Picked up there. Oh, Jed Potter kicks it back. David White.
Goalkeeper.
Just got a fingertip on it. Behind to Jed Potter. 6 goals 2. His tally today. 11 goals 12-78 Corio. They lead Bannockburn 5-11-41. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 18.5 minutes gone.
So David White putting on his best goalkeeper's effort then to have the behind. He kicks in and finds Aaron Broom. Plays on quickly, goes to the outer side, chips the ball towards brother Dwayne. He takes the mark. He chips the ball further afield towards Ben Furman. On the point of the centre square and half back, takes the mark. Goes to the left boot now towards half forward. Wobbly punt kick though, sets a task. Van Ingen does well. In front, takes the mark.
They've done very well to this point in time. They've shared the ball. They've got the ball up to centre half forward. They've got to capitalise on a goal here.
Well, he went towards full forward, and it's a free kick found. Well, 50 metres out in fact, and Ben Furman's got it for a high tackle possibly on the lead. Matty McNamara was running back with a flight of the ball. Ben Furman's ended up with it. He's kicked 1 goal this afternoon. So a chance for his second, and the 6th for Bannockburn. He comes in, runs very close to man on mark. That close because McNamara has run over the mark, and Furman will have the set shot for goal from the goal line now.
I'm putting him in this time. He cannot miss from there.
So Ben Furman comes in and kicks his second. And Bannockburn go to 6:11:47. They trail Corio 11:12:78. Leicester Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 20 minutes played.
Well, they certainly finished up with a 50-metre penalty made it a certainty, but it was a good passage of play. They shared the ball around there, got the ball into the corridor. It was a free kick and then a 50-metre penalty resulted in the goal. But that's the way they've got to go. And, you know, when you're playing good sides, you've got to do that up back. You've got to chip it around, make sure you control the footy. But I was just thinking, what a Tom Malone Grant would have been fantastic now, wouldn't it, up there? Someone to go to. I think they'd make it, just that one guy even, to make it a much better side.
So the ball in the middle once again, and tapped down by De Bruyne on this occasion. Keys can't control it, pushed forward by Lewis for Bannockburn. Follows up, gets hold of the footy at 50. Long kick toward the goal square, and great mark in defence by Hayes. Hayes now plays on quickly for Corio. Ball, well, lands on the ground. Gaillard let it land, and now he's lost it. But Corio, good team support there. Clifford backs up well. Handball out wide to Keys. In fact, it's Toby Lynch. Well,
No, it was Keys.
was it?
Yep.
Ping for dropping the footy, but he's clearly handballed the ball away. We had a good view of it. I don't know about the umpire. Ball back into the corridor. And, terrible kick on that occasion. And Blackman just onto the ground has taken the mark for Corio. Now chips it to the running player off defence, who's Hayes. He chips it over the top looking for and finding...
Ruck.
That's Ruck down in the forward line. They're all over the place. I'm finding difficulty picking them up. Now Shane Manning, who's running out of the forward pocket all of a sudden, has taken the mark. There's the lead at half... Well, not even a lead. Keys has just run from half-back flank on the opposite side of the ground and run to centre half forward and was clearly unmarked. He's got Hayes, who's run down to the forward pocket screaming for the footy. But
Still there.
But Johnny Keys, he's 30 metres out directly in front, 2 goals to his name. And I guess this is bread and butter for forward pocket goal kickers, or it should be, as he moves in. It's not a bad looking kick, but it's drifted to the right fairly dramatically and are behind. So they're squandering opportunities. I guess that's the style of the game at the moment, isn't it? They're pretty lacklustre. 11-13-79 Corio. They lead Bannockburn 6-11-47. Leicester Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 22 minutes gone.
White from fullback once again for Bannockburn. Chips the ball to Phillips. Takes the mark.
Gee, I don't know whether
Very
that's
short 15.
Oh dear.
I mean 14 and a half. Phillips now. Left foot kick to nobody in particular. Lee Clifford it was. 50 metres out from goal. Comes back and has missed through for one behind. They're peppering the goals. Lee Clifford's second behind this afternoon. And they go to 11-14-80 Corio. They lead Bannockburn 6-11-47. Leicester Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 23 minutes played.
So David White to do it all again, as he's done on a fair few occasions. Well, he's chipped it inboard. Goodness, it's Potter. Brilliant mark there. He read it very, very well. He came in front on that occasion of Hickleton. And he's got a good stretch for a young man, hasn't he?
Yeah, look, the big bloke from Bannockburn should have punched that, Eric, number 23. He was, he's a ruckman. And
I guess he didn't see Potter coming in and under, really, because he got in front of him. So I guess inexperience in defence for Hickleton, maybe a good lesson learnt there. As Jed Potter now, 6 goals to his name. The man on the mark's at 45, he moves in. Stuttering move, it's a beautiful kick. That's goal number 7, I would think, surely. Goal umpire, he'll tell us it is. 7 goals to Jed Potter, 7-2 in fact. It is the 12th for Corio. 12-14-86. They lead Bannockburn 6-11-47. Leicester Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 24 minutes now gone.
He's gone down with cramp, no wonder. That might be that leather poisoning someone was telling about you get when you play footy now. He's a likely looking player though.
Won the league best and fairest in the under-18s last year, so...
He takes a good grab, he plays tall.
Back to the middle, Tate, and the boy Tate gets it down to Lazarick. Lazarick gives it away to Ricky O'Toole, he gives it away to Blackman, gives it back to Ricky O'Toole, 50 metres out and closing. Needs to nail one of these, and has. Ricky O'Toole has put his first on the board, and Corio have their 13th. They go to 13-14-92. And they lead Bannockburn 6-11-47. Lexa Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 25 minutes played.
Well, that was certainly a training drill.
He usually doesn't miss 4 in a row, does he?
Not at all. That was a training drill, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
That was the 1-2 out of the middle and bit of space, clearance, steady goal.
Have you done the stats on how many times Ricky Lazarick has given the footy to Ricky O'Toole?
No, I haven't.
He beat him all right, I tell you, the boys. They play together all right.
It's a good one too, there, for sure.
In the middle, tight again. This time intercepted by Broome. Fantastic
the
tackle. Ricky Lazarick. That is magnificent. Any young man watching this video, that tackle was absolutely perfect. Gee, he's got great hand, great arms. The ball up again. In the middle, Tate. Clearly tapped down to Baker. Oh, he's run into all sorts of trouble. Tackled high, said the umpire. And no advantage, as Baker will now have to go back and take the kick. Looking for options. Decides to go long to half forward. Well, the only player that wanted it was Banks. Threw it across to Hickleton. Hickleton now goes wide, very, very wide. There's a mark in the crowd, I think. Might have landed just inside the fence in front of the change rooms here at Corio, as Rickett will take the ensuing free kick for Corio when the ball is finally recovered. I think it might have almost ended up in the rooms. So Rickett now about to kick the ball. Well, terrible kick and a terrible effort at marking by Tatey on that occasion, but finally it's Broome. Gets the handball. Well, terrible kick. Matty King on his own in the middle, takes the mark. Kick for Lee Clifford, too high. Comes to ground. It's Lewis from Bannockburn. Oh, terrific effort there. Tackle too high. And surely it'd be 50 metres, umpire, if you fair dinkum. Collins, handball to Ricky O'Toole now. Hooks it wide. There's Baker on his own. Takes the mark. No one within cooey of him. Chips it now back into the corridor, which is where it's got to go. Defensive work there from the Bannockburn defence have gone for safety of the boundary, and Hickleton on that occasion did put the big fist in Laurie, and maybe he's hurt us.
Maybe he's learning.
So now, forward pocket for Corio. Ball comes in once again. Shaw, well, a player went down in the contest, and it was Hickleton against Rivet. Now the free kick plays across the face of goal. Hickleton looking for and almost finding Broome, but Rickett does well there. Won the ball, but a terrific smother there by Matty Pilgrim. Comes back to Rickett. Handball back inboard. Oh, Rick Lazarick, wonderful handball. Picked up there as
Blackman.
He's going through by Blackman. He's missed absolutely everything. Out of bounds on the full. So they're squandering opportunities here, Corio. If they're that's not on the full by the look of things. I think he must have landed in the field of play. So boundary umpire confused to see what he signalled as the ball comes in once again. Rivet at the back, taps it forward, but it's all Bannockburn. They've come clear through Howard, just about kicked it into the umpire. Tate, well, great mark from behind on that occasion. And it's Rutherford for Bannockburn. Nearly said Corio. He chips it inboard and taken again by Aaron Broome. He kicks it wide across the ground. Good kick. Has found Banks. Handball quickly to Dwayne Broome. Goes around on the favoured left foot. Looks for and found Rutherford, who's run very strongly from half back. Terrific effort. Unfortunately, his pot shot has missed. 2 goals, 1 to the credit of Brent Rutherford. 6 goals, 12-48 Bannockburn. They trail Corio 13-14-92. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. Almost 29 minutes.
King kicks in towards centre half back Gaylord. Good punch away by Howard. Falls towards Matty Pilgrim. Runs around the footy though. Blackburn, he can't pick it up either. Needs to run at the football. Rutherford does pick it up. Kicks it back towards the goal square down the field. And I think Matty McNamara had his angry pills today. So I think he gave that free kick away too. I don't think he was too happy about giving the 50 away in the first instance when he went off about 10 minutes ago. He's given the free kick away in this occasion. And I think Ben Furman made him pay the last time. He gave away a free kick, Matty Mack. He's going to have a chance again, Furman. He runs in and kicks the goal.
Number 3.
So his third of the afternoon for Ben Furman. And for Bannockburn, their 7th. They go to 7-12-54. They trail Corio 13-14-92. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 29.5 minutes played.
Yeah, I don't know much about Brent Rutherford. I know he did play a few games. I've seen him play a few senior games, but he's got his opportunity out of Bannockburn. I think he's going to be acquisition to the Bannockburn side. He moves well. He gets in the right position, prepared to run and get into the spot. So that's a bonus for him, and that sometimes happens. You don't get the opportunity one club and you go to another and get a chance. So it's very good.
So in the middle once again, the umpire puts it up tight, and the boy comes down to Lazarick. Handball to Ricky O'Toole. The ball comes wide, looking for and finding Lee Clifford on centre wing. He's made good position. Chips the ball over the top. I think he was looking for Ricky O'Toole initially, but Potter it was who chipped in and took the mark. He's tipped it over the head. Oh, good mark there by Johnny Keys. He's hooked it back in, looking for Ricky O'Toole. Goes around on the left foot. He's got a chance. Got a real chance. Gee, Chad Rivet did a terrific job on that occasion. Kept his opponent David White out of the contest. Ricky O'Toole's kicked his second, and that's 2 in a row for him. The 14th for the Corio side. 14-14, 98 Corio. They lead Bannockburn 7-12-54. Leicester Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. Almost 31 minutes, longest quarter of the game.
We might go past 4:30.
Well, just for our listeners' information, Ricky's had 10 kicks this quarter. He's clipped. He had 9 in both the first 2 quarters and 10 this quarter.
I think the extra minute on the quarter.
So back to the middle. Umpire West throws the ball in the air for Tate and Du Bois. Du Bois gets it down. Kick with the outside of the boot by Dwayne Broom. Goes back towards him again. Handball chopped off by Matty King. Runs through the middle. Kick to Clifford's good. Takes a mark on his chest, 55 out from goal. Potter screaming for it. He goes to the lead though of Rivet. White against him does very well again. David White falls towards McNamara. Runs around the footy really. Rivet's there though, the big man. Handballs it back to 50. Running at it is Clifford from 45 out. Potter behind. Oh, umpire says play on. And Jed Potter turns around and goes, oh, I had a fair piece of that, I think, up.
I think I nearly would have given him the chocolates there.
But the umpire says off hands and out of bounds for a throw in right forward pocket. He might snaffle a goal here anyway. He's at the front of the ruck contest. Rickett gets it down to that man, kicks it around the corner. I've got ASP.
What?
He's hit the goal umpire in the face who lost it in the sun.
He'll ask the Central, can you help me, boy?
Well, if it's hit him and he's standing in the middle of the goal square, it's got to be a goal. Yes, it's a goal. Jeez, I hope Nash got that on camera.
Well, he kept his eye on the ball, he ain't happy.
And the siren sounds, and he's having a good laugh about it now. I think umpire Khan is. So that is 3/4 time here at Shell Reserve.
Umpire just making sure he can get to the centre, I think.
How's my ESP going though?
Yes.
He might snaffle a goal here. Jed Potter.
Yeah.
I think you've seen him play before.
Oh, I have actually. 8 goals he's got at 3/4 time, and at 3/4 time it is Corio 15-14-104, and they lead Bannockburn 7-12-54 in that quarter. 6 goals, 6 to Corio, and 3 goals, 5 to Bannockburn. And it's 50 points of difference at 3/4 time. Jed Potter has 8, 2 each to John Keys and Ricky O'Toole. Singles to Justin Tate, Barry O'Toole and Chad Rivet. And for Bannockburn, 3 to Ben Furman, 2 to Brent Rutherford, and singles to Jamie Wishart and to Matthew Lewis. 50 points, the difference at 3/4 time. We'll take a break, come back with the final quarter of our Matchday live coverage this afternoon on 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.